AVtv is a product of the AV journalism class produced for the students of Amador Valley High School. The views expressed on the show do not represent the views of AVHS teachers, admin, or PUSD personnel.
Congratulations to the boys golf team for taking first place in the De La Salle hosted tournament for the first time in 20 years. Read more at amadorvalleytoday.org.
Good morning, Dons. Today's Thursday, March 17th, and I'm Layla.
And I'm Matt. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed anything different about the show, but there is now 2 anchors. That's right, AVtv is returning to its roots now that the mask mandate is now optional.
Now let's head into some announcements.
We hope you attend this event, which will surely be very pleasant. We will eventually have a segment on this, but if you just went, you will be very content. Foothill and Amador are glad to present Seussical the Musical.
I see what you did there, Matt. It will be playing on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. So why not go, unless you might need a tow, though I don't see why you would, as there is no snow.
Good one, Layla. Now calling all writers. The 11th annual Tri-Valley Writing Competition has begun.
Poems, literary nonfiction, and short stories may be submitted on the Tri-Valley Writers website until April 3rd. Make sure to check it out. Winners are awarded cash prizes.
Now, Dons, March is Women's History Month. In 2022, most women are not paid the same as men for doing the same job. Women still struggle for equality in sports, and women are still less likely to be hired than men when starting their careers. This is an important time for all of us to celebrate the women around us and their achievements.
Here at AVtv, we've prepared a series of short features on various incredible women in our community. Let's check this out.
As March marks Women's History Month, it is important to celebrate all the women that have made a difference in the world. This week, we are remembering women in sports with Wilma Rudolph. Wilma Rudolph, an African-American track and field star as well as Olympic medalist, was born in St. Bethlehem, Tennessee. Being the 20th out of 22 children, life wasn't always that easy. Having poor health as a child, Rudolph would fall ill with polio, scarlet fever, and double pneumonia. After the age of 5, her left leg would be paralyzed and she would have to wear a leg brace. Despite being told by doctors that she would never be able to walk again, thanks to physical therapy, she would regain mobility in her leg at 12 years old. Her first Olympic race would be in 1956, where she won bronze in the 4x100 relay race. The biggest accomplishment for Rudolph would be 4 years later at the 1960 Summer Olympics in Italy, where she broke 3 world records. She would become the first American woman to secure 3 gold medals in the track and field division in one Olympic Games. A year later, Rudolph would be given the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year award. After retiring, she would continue to stay present in the sports community, creating an organization to help other track and field athletes. She would then be featured in the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame and was the first woman to earn the National Collegiate Athletic Association's Silver Anniversary Award. Thanks to the accomplishments of Wilma Rudolph in track and field, she would pave the way for other female athletes and be an inspiration to many. This has been Audrey Coombs with AVtv News.
This weekend, my sleep felt a little off.
Oh, really? I prepared for daylight savings, so I knew what to expect. Luckily, we made a segment that explains what daylight savings is exactly. Let's check this out.
As daylight savings began on Sunday, March 13th at 2 a.m., you may wonder, how did daylight savings come to be? It all started in the 1784 Journal de Paris, where Benjamin Franklin wrote how daylight savings would help conserve energy and the use of candles. This is where he coined the phrase, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Although many credit Benjamin Franklin for creating the idea of daylight savings, George Hudson, an entomologist from New Zealand, would be the one to suggest a 2-hour shift in time in 1895. This is because he wanted more daylight hours in order to go bug hunting. The first use of daylight savings was shown during World War I Germany in order to conserve energy and make more use of daylight. Daylight savings was first introduced in the U.S. in 1918 through the Standard Time Act, but would only last for 7 months. It was then reinstituted by Franklin Roosevelt on February 9, 1942. This period was called wartime and lasted until September 1945. It would be officially set in place in 1966 by the Uniform Act. There would be a 1-hour shift at 2 a.m. on the last Sunday of April and would be set back 1 hour on the last Sunday of October. The times have changed over the years, but currently shifts 1 hour ahead starting from the second Sunday of March to November. It might take you off to wake up an hour earlier, but time awaits for no one, so make sure to set your clocks forward 1 hour. This has been Audrey Coombs with AVtv News.
Now we have another segment.
As of March 12th, the PUSD will not require masks inside any longer. However, they do strongly recommend them. Students now have the choice to wear a mask in school and have been advised to respect everyone's personal decision, mask or not.
Personally, I'm excited for the mask mandate to be lifted because it is interesting to see everyone's faces.
I haven't been to school without a mask in such a long time, and it's definitely a new experience for everyone.
Each student received an email from Superintendent David Hagland stating that we know the pandemic is not over and that families will make different decisions. Regardless of whether a student or teacher is wearing a mask or not, it is important that each of us lead with kindness and tolerance regardless of one's decision.
Personally, I'm pretty happy that the mandate's been lifted, but I'm not sure if I'll actually not wear a mask. I don't want to make other people uncomfortable, so I think it'll just depend on who's around me and stuff.
There are many different opinions on this decision, and it will be a big adjustment not only for students but for teachers as well. The most important element in this guideline shift is the student safety.
I don't think COVID cases will rise too much because I think a lot of kids are still wearing masks and whatnot, but I feel like it's honestly just kind of unpredictable, and we'll see what ends up happening.
This has been Parker Brown,
Haley Gottlieb,
and Sophia Skinner
with AVtv News.
All right, Dons, we hope you have some green on you so you don't get pinched because, as most of you know, today is St. Patrick's Day.
That's right, and my favorite part of St. Patrick's Day is the food.
Exactly, Layla. That's why we made a Dining with the Dons with best foods to eat today.
It's that time of year when food turns green, St. Patrick's Day. We went around to find the best St. Patrick's Day themed sweets for you to celebrate with. In third place, we have McDonald's Shamrock Shake, made with vanilla soft serve and special Shamrock Shake syrup. This minty, creamy neon green shake is perfect for those who like the sweeter things in life. In second place is Cold Stone's Lucky Charms ice cream. With a similar taste to the shop's infamous cotton candy flavor, the ice cream also features Lucky Charms marshmallows and richly sweet undertones. Get it in a green cone, and you got yourself the perfect green treat. Finally, in first place is Baskin-Robbins Golden Oreo Irish Cream flavor. Despite its mouthful of a name, the flavor features a delicious mix of Irish cream, Belgian chocolate, and golden Oreo cookie bits. Make sure to check out these local shops to try their St. Patrick's Day treats. This has been Dining with the Dons, now back to the studio.
Now it's time for the photo of the week. You can submit yours to avtv@rocketmail.com.
Well, that's it for today. Make sure you hang around for today's birthday grams and check back in with us next Thursday for more news, announcements, and profiles.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, Dons, it's always a beautiful day here at Amador.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.